just look at the Utah license plate.
Yeah.
Arch on it. That's the Delicate Arch in Arches National Park.
Yeah, it's the rock formation that looks like you could throw a rope and have a big old tire swing on it.
I wonder if someone's tried that.
Oh man, it'd be too tall. Because
Back in the day, though.
It's huge. And then one side of it just falls. It's a cliff.
Yeah, it's true.
So
that's really cool. It's like
at
the arch, you're in this little bowl area. People like we sat down, had our lunch or dinner. I don't even know what we had. Yep. Think we're going squirt today.
Squirt is just H2O. But I did
the white foam. For the visual listener, we're drinking the white foamy. Well, it's not foam. I don't know. It's just squirt in a Coca-Cola glass.
I didn't even know really they made squirt anymore.
Dude, I like it. You know, it's got a nice little kick to it.
I mean, good for you. I don't drink much soda, so.
I drink too much. I need to stop. Soda's bad for you people. But, you know.
It is. That's how you get the diabetes.
No. We talk about, like, the randomness of this podcast and just where we go. And I haven't eaten dinner yet, so I'm eating corn dogs for dinner. I warmed them up in the microwave and just like get a quick bite to eat it, you know. So
you got to do what you got to do.
That's what's going on. Another visual listener.
Yeah, well, no, the listeners are just going to hear it.
Yeah, they're going to hear that.
Yeah. So.
I'm just kidding.
This is a different take on the whole ASMR take. So instead of like those pleasing, like the kind of noises, you're just going to get like, what?
Yeah. Oh, I'm not. As you know, I'm not the best noisemaker in the world. I like when you come up to Sealy for like the 4th.
Well, I'm coming after.
Well, this time, but like years past, when I puke, dude, I have one of the most grossest, annoying puke noises.
Yeah, you do. You do.
It's bad.
Yeah, you remember in the crib? You were gonna puke. I said no puking in here. You can go outside.
Yeah, we had an outside puking wall.
Which is downstairs.
I wish more people implemented that. Go puke outside.
I thought it was a fantastic rule. So helped me out. I didn't have to clean it up. Yeah, I just got out of living in that frat house where there was always puke.
Yeah,
kind of that lingering smell of puke the whole time, of stale beer and puke. That's what a frat house smells like. If anyone out there's never been in one, that's what it smells like.
Yeah. Like, you're like, oh, frat house smell.
Yeah.
Like, I'm surprised a candle company hasn't made that yet, because there's like some people who would buy that.
It's like it's like those Harry Potter jelly beans, but a candle version.
Yeah, exactly.
This is our new frat house fragrance.
Here's the sorority rose violet.
See, that one would smell good. The sorority.
Yeah, that one. Mark, sign him up. I'll take 12. I'll take 12.
The frat house smell I could go without. Stale beer, puke, and then just that lingering sense of there's some new disease in that house somewhere.
Well, I don't know. I mean, the only really frat experiences that I've had, in my brief short time, was Oregon, right? And the basements in Oregon are very moldy because of the wet weather, the rain. They have that smell, that vibe. So that's another smell, but I could see like other houses smelling like that in other places. So that would be another one.
Yeah. Yeah. God, that basement we had was different.
Oh, and yeah, it was it was an interesting time.
For
I'm glad it was short.
yeah,
But I'm glad I
mine
experienced
was
it too.
mine was 3 years. I think, yeah, 3 years.
I don't think I made a full year.
I don't think you did either.
I came close.
Yeah,
My
I know
thoughts.
you made a full year.
Oh yeah, because I joined winter term and spring
Yeah,
term is when I like left.
yeah,
Yeah, I left Oregon State spring term of my uh, sophomore year. So that's what we're quoting there. That was the drought of 2015, as we call it.
yep. The
I'm
drop.
sure you guys will come to find out what the drought is and what it means to us, but that's not it's not for today because today is kind of we're gonna be a little happier. You know, we got some things in the pipeline, some things brewing,
Yeah,
and
exciting stuff.
yeah, I'm excited. You know, we've officially confirmed a next guest
Yeah,
on
first
the
guess, people.
show. Like the fact that we actually are going to have a guest, I think, wow, wow.
This little old podcast is
You know,
now we're having a guest.
-3 viewers because you gotta subtract the people listening to like you, me, right? So
Yeah,
we're at -3. I don't
negative.
know how that adds up, but it adds up. But
Yeah.
yeah, Matt's going to be on, and
Yeah, Matt Buddy
he's
will be our guest.
yeah, and the reason we thought he would be a good one is because not too long after that, we'll be heading up to Glacier National Park with the good old Matt Buddy.
Yeah, so when we do the Matt Buddy episode with our guest, that's kind of the big topic we're going to talk about is our upcoming adventure in Glacier. So, which will be after July 4th, because as we are recording this, it is June, but you people are listening to this sometime in the future. So it's
Yeah,
exciting.
or the past, depending on what time you believe in. It
Yeah,
could be the past.
it's true.
There's
There's an alternate dimension out there that works in the
you know,
reverse order of what we got.
and our wavelengths, our audio wavelengths, are somewhere out there in space.
It is communicating with aliens. So
Yeah, exactly. You know, right?
it's exciting stuff.
So I mean, that kind of segues into this last weekend. You know, always getting out in nature. Always force yourself. You know, you have to. Like, do you want to sit on the couch this weekend, or are you going to force yourself to go somewhere? Even if it's your little local park or a little state park. You know, when I lived in Cincinnati, Ohio, they have some really good city state parks within Cincinnati itself, and beautiful parks with lakes and kayaks you can rent and paddle boats, and there's even the little Miami River that runs right through, and you could go inner tubing on it or canoeing, and I got to do that, and I thought that was pretty cool. And this weekend I forced myself here in Montana to go to the Natural Bridge, which if I told you a story and said there's a river and it just disappears, would you believe me?
Where does it go?
And it just drops straight down into the earth. And then I would say about 100 yards downstream, it shoots out the bottom of this cliff.
Oh,
It
that's
just,
kind of cool.
yeah, it drops right down through. And they say
Nature's
about every
water
5 years. Yeah, you could call it that. No, it's cool, and they say every 5 years the if the water's high enough, it goes over the top and even becomes a waterfall as well as it shoots out down below. And this year was one of those years they said that it happened, but it happens only for like a few days. Like
Oh, really?
that's how much water is needed. I mean, in some years, like if there's a lot of snowpack and snow melt, it
Yeah.
will last like a week. But yeah,
Hmm.
it's
That's
cool.
kinda
It's cool. It's really cool. We got to hike down there and look at the river, and it goes up this little canyon. It's called the Boulder River, just south of Big Timber, Montana. Beautiful, beautiful spot. Uh, Great country. I mean, people don't realize too, like the mountains outside of Yellowstone Park are just as great. You
Yeah,
just got to
right.
go find it, experience it. Yeah, we don't have the hot pots, but we got a pretty cool natural bridge.
No,
But
that's
yeah, I mean,
I saw some of the pictures that you had on the gram. They looked pretty cool.
yeah, it's a cool little spot. It's actually not too far off. So for our older tourists, if hiking isn't necessarily in your forte, it's possible. Or
Nice.
anyone else who experiences that, definitely there's spots where you can go. So I do like that it there's like little lookouts that you can see, so it's nice.
That's good. That's good.
Hmm.
Getting everybody out there, regardless of your age. Get out there, enjoy some nature.
Well, I think that's the thing is, we take really good care of our state parks, our national parks, and not all of us realize that, and I think take advantage of them. They're there for you. Your tax dollars go to this stuff.
Yeah.
Mhm.
And they're awesome.
You
Being
pay
out in
for
nature
it.
is good for you too. Helps you kind of relax, get away from that stress zone. Cities are crazy. And there's always stuff going on, so sometimes you just need to go and like breathe, just so go out,
But it's fun.
look at a tree, you know, or a flower, put your feet in the water, anything like that.
Yeah, I mean, it's a part of, I think it's a part of man and who we are, the quest for being out there, being in nature, being a part of it. It's a part of us, it's part of who we are.
Yeah,
And it's cool. Yeah, I mean, it's really cool. The problem that I have is it's kind of in one of those places where you need to be fishing all day long, or you need to like camp up in that area if you want to spend all day there, because it is a good hour, maybe two of your day, but like there's not too much to do around there. There is hiking trails if you're interested in taking some of those hiking trails in the national forest land, but it's kind of that. I mean, that's what it is. But on your way to Yellowstone National Park, just take a stop in Big Timber. You'll find it. It's really cool. A lot of people do that drive. They'll come from like Rapid City in the like Mount Rushmore Badland area. They'll take that tour and come straight on over I-90 to check out Yellowstone Park. That's a big thing for people.
right on.
Hmm.
Yeah, I bet it's just gorgeous there.
Well, and those are two cool national parks too. I mean, the Wind Cave, even, we got to do
Wind Cave is
that. And,
super cool.
yeah,
Wind Cave is super cool. We
well, it's
went
one of
there,
those.
what was it, last year?
Yeah, about this time last year, actually,
Yeah,
early June, late May. Yeah.
we were in there, and I didn't. It's a cave, so you're like, oh, this is gonna be cool, kind of anyway. But then, like when we took that tour in there, it was nuts. Then we got to the part where he turned off all the lights, and
Oh my
he had the
gosh.
little candle light lantern thing, like flashlight thing that they used to use. Like, be nuts.
Like the fact, I I admire early cave explorers because
Yeah,
let's be real, you don't really have the best light. Now we have LEDs and things like that we could see anything we want to see. It seems like back then it was just like fire in a dark cave. You know, you
yeah.
s- and Wind Cave has a name for a reason because
Yeah.
it gets breezy in here, and if your candle blows out,
Or if you drop your match, oh man, you just had some lightning in the background.
did I really?
Yeah, your whole window just lit up.
Nice. See,
Yes,
we
yeah,
caught it on film. I knew we'd get it. There's a little bit of a rainstorm outside.
it's gorgeous here. Sun's
The
out.
thunder.
It's a
Thunder
beautiful
just
day
happened.
here on the Oregon coast. Beautiful.
Well, good. It's one of those rare days out there.
Yeah.
But
No,
yeah,
it's
no,
supposed to
I'm
be nice
having
all
another
week,
one.
so I'll probably be super busy at that food cart.
Well, good. Good. I'm glad. I'm glad people are keeping you busy at the food cart.
Yeah.
needed. Go if you're in Seaside, Oregon, go see.
That's technically up in Astoria if you're up there. Hopefully, by the time you're listening this, I'm not working there anymore. If I am at that food cart by the time you've heard this, things have not gotten better in the world. So,
Right? No, I we'll get some people. We'll get some people to go support it later on in the future. But yeah, well, it'll be cool. Maybe we'll get another lightning. It's been kind of doing that all night. Well, actually, it just kind of started. It was supposed to rain earlier today, and it kind of held off till now, so it's actually nice.
oh, nice, yeah.
But I enjoy a good thunderstorm, good lightning. You know, you can get them out here in Montana, and you can see them for miles, which is cool.
Yeah.
Ooh, I just got an email.
Oh man, Mr. Popular. Always. It seems like every time we do these, he's always buzzing because he's that grade 250. He's a popular guy.
20% off JC Penney. All right. Yeah. No, I'm just kidding. No, we're good. Yeah, but Wind Cave, I think they're one of the only caves in the world that has boxwork.
That's what he was saying.
Yeah, it's a cool cave. There's Jewel Cave, which is right over there too. We didn't go down in that one, but they kind of do caving tours and whatnot, and it's interesting. Caves are just interesting, man. I got to go to actually Mammoth Cave down in Kentucky, and I didn't get to go in the cave, but you go into like some parts of it. It's a cool place. Like there's even a river at the bottom of the cave.
Yeah, see, caves are just cool in general. Like I remember being in Wind Cave and you just have all the different rock formations going on. It was just like it's crazy. And then how it's dark. It's just like a silent, eerie world.
There's no sound. There's no like background noise almost.
Yeah. Which was cool.
Except the tourists walking right behind you.
Yeah, no, we had those kids, remember? Those
yeah, they're kind of annoying,
group.
but
yeah. But you know, they were out there, they were enjoying it. Sure, kids are annoying, but it's always nice to see people enjoying and spending money in the parks.
oh, exactly. I mean, it's support them. They're there for a reason.
Mm-hmm.
You know, I'm glad we had someone like Teddy Roosevelt say, "Let's not, let's keep this. Let's not develop it." I'm interested. I really am, and I wish I could somehow see North America before it was conquered, just for that reason.
Just so you could see what was there that we decided to get rid of. That would have been super cool to keep.
Right? I mean, it's interesting too, because like you go to Oregon or you just go to any place and you see like the growth, the way plants grow, and you're just like, that was like, even like New York City, right? It was like a jungle in that sense.
Mm-hmm.
Now it's a concrete jungle.
Yeah.
Which is weird to think, you know?
Yeah. Very,
like,
very weird.
But, when the human race, whatever happens to us in millions of years, thousands of years, who knows? When it changes, I think plant life will take back over, and it'll be interesting to see.
Have you seen the documentary Fantastic Fungi?
No.
Oh, it's a fantastic documentary. Fantastic. It's relatively new, but it talks about fungus, fungi, and it talks about the mass extinction, the big meteorite wiped out all living life. But fungus was still, because they're underground, they still like were around, so they took over and they grew and all that. So
yeah.
it just shows you, as they quote in Jurassic Park, life will find a way.
It really
There's
does.
another lightning bolt.
Was it really? As I'm sitting here messing with my nose, it was itchy. And
thinking about you.
Here comes the thunder.
Oh, could hear it. There you go.
I shook the house a little bit.
Just a little.
A little shake there. Sometimes,
even hopefully our listeners will be able to experience the lightning show.
The thunder and lightning.
Yeah, through the power of thunder.
right? No, it's beautiful. It's beautiful. It's Mother Nature. It's good. Rain is good.
It is. We
You
don't get
know,
enough of it.
no, and we take it for granted sometimes.
Yeah, for sure.
But yeah,
Well, I've lived in the rain my whole life, so I don't really know what non-rain feels like.
right. Living in the Pacific Northwest.
Yeah, and then going down to Humboldt, which is
Yeah,
the rainiest part of California,
went to
which
visit.
they'll tell you it's super rainy, but I mean, it rains a lot, but it's got nothing on the North Oregon coast.
Well, I honestly feel like the more north you go, the Pacific coast, up in like Washington has more rain than Oregon. British Columbia has more rain than Washington. You
Mm-hmm.
know, I don't think Alaska gets as much rain. I'm not 100% sure,
The
but
kind of southern part does that little
yeah, the
part of
British
the world.
Columbia
But yeah. Well, the closest part to British Columbia, yeah, they do.
part. Yeah,
But when you get up to the tundra, no, not really.
no, but I mean, it's kind of interesting
Yeah.
that how it works. You know, why some places are hot and why some places are cold. There's a reason for it.
Yeah, it has to do with this thing called the equator
And trade winds and the other winds and
and
these winds,
currents, wave currents, you know.
right?
And then there's this other thing that is pretty popular right now. It's called man-made climate change.
Right.
So
No, yeah, it's interesting because like I even think Oregon, it's getting less rainier there, and that's not like always been the case.
nope, nope.
But that's life. I mean, we got to figure out a way to adapt and fix or figure it out.
Otherwise, our time on this planet will be short.
Yeah. It's interesting. I remember going to school and people always saying it's your generation's problem, your generation's problem. It's
Yeah,
just
but
like,
no, that's when nothing gets done.
no, exactly. That's why you just need to act. And if you can do any little thing you can in any little way to benefit the good of everyone, do it.
Mm-hmm.
Donate the money, spend the time, volunteer, do this, do that, recycle,
Put
all of
your
it.
can in the recycling bin.
Yeah, guys, put your can in the recycling bin.
Maybe don't drive if it's only a quarter of a mile. Get out, walk.
Unless it's raining,
If it's raining, I'll get an umbrella. Everybody loves umbrellas.
right? It's making the smart decision.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Small things add up over time.
exactly.
So
Interesting. Well, yeah, I mean, I'm excited. I'm excited for things to come. We got Matt Buddy coming up.
I know
I'm kind of
I had
interested
a
in
nice little chat with him today. So
how'd that go?
you know, Matt Buddy, he's always a treat. I enjoy good old Matt Buddy. But no, we had actually a real solid conversation. He's actually super excited to get on the podcast. So
He's slowly hinted at me every time he calls me, like how's that going? How are you guys? And
yeah,
I think he's ready. You know, we
yeah, I
we had
called him.
to groom him for this position.
Yeah, I called him. I said, "Hey, Matt, we here at Quartz Lake officially want to invite you to be a guest on Wandering Minds." And he's
I'm
like, "Yeah,
still
yeah, yeah."
as one of the co-founders of Quartz Lake, I'm still trying to figure out, is this a real company? Not. Like,
We got hats.
we got hats. I
We got
like it.
stickers.
Exactly.
We got
We
hats and
we
stickers.
we just need to pay taxes.
Yeah.
We need income.
We need to make some money first before.
Yeah. No, Matt buddy. I'm excited. I'm trying to think, what should we talk to him about?
Oh, that's easy. Getting Matt Buddy on a conversation, that's easy. In fact, we'll even save those because he's pretty long-winded. So,
Yeah.
in all reality, we could have a 2-part series coming up.
Well, I mean, Matt definitely. He's more in a 2-part series. He's that.
I mean, hopefully he'll be a recurring. He'll want to come on again.
He'll be a regular. No.
You know.
He'll be that guy that's, I was thinking I was thinking, and this is Matt, everyone. I'm pretending to be Matt here, so they don't. You go. I was thinking, maybe if I came on the podcast monthly,
Yeah.
I'll do a monthly episode with you guys. Like it would be a good thing, and listeners would like that. And it's like, Matt, sure, why not? Because I
Hey,
feel like he'll be that.
yeah, and you know what? To the people watching and listening, if you like our episode with Matt, let us know. We'll have him on more.
Right?
Or
If
we'll
you
have
don't,
more guests on too. So
well, I think having a guest is good. I think it gives a different opinion of ours based on whatever we talk about. Because
yeah.
part of our theme is random.
Mm-hmm.
So
Randomness and then nature.
like yeah, because we love nature.
Yeah, I
We
love it.
Quartz Lake loves nature, and
It's
they're paying for
nature.
the thing. But yeah, Matt, buddy. Oh, I don't know. Like, do we go the native route with him? Do we go
I think we let it flow.
the conspiracy route with him?
I
Do you just
think I
kind of
think
open up the conversation?
I think we let Matt be Matt. Because when you don't go in with an agenda with Matt, you can get some gold.
That's true. So kind of what we're saying here is Matt Buddy, and that's the thing. We call him Matt Buddy. It sticks. It's a brand. It's a hashtag. I told him, hey Matt, that should be on all your social medias. Nah, man, I don't want that.
Well, yeah. Well, he's Matt Buddy because he's everybody's buddy.
He really is.
He's just a solid overall. He's a good guy. He's kind of goofy and weird, but he's harmless.
And he means very well. He's a
Yeah, his
nice,
heart's always in the right place.
great guy.
Mm-hmm.
That's why we keep him around. He's a good guy.
Mm-hmm.
If he was a bad guy, we wouldn't keep him around. That's
Yeah, I mean,
the same.
he wants to talk about where in Glacier we're gonna actually go.
You know, it's interesting because like when Matt plans an agenda, it's very like I need to do this, 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 and this, and he needs to like check these boxes off. I'm going to Glacier. These are my boxes I want to check.
Mm-hmm.
But they're boxes like Matt, like two of those, like you can only do one. You got to pick one.
Yeah,
And then the other two, you're just like, well, no shit, Matt. Of course we'll do those. And then like the last one, you're like, we'll make it work. We'll make this happen.
I
But
think the biggest question about our Glacier trip coming up is where you and I are gonna do our episode. Do we do it from your cabin in Sealy, or do we do it
no,
in Glacier itself?
both.
So
We get a few of them. I think we get a few of them in because
yeah, we can do two. And then because we're going to West Yellowstone that next weekend, so
yeah,
do one there too.
I kind of think we look at this thing like, hey, we're going to go do a hike. We're going to go backpacking on a day. We're going to camp out in the back country in grizzly country.
Mm-hmm.
Hopefully we'll see a bear. Hopefully we don't get a bear scare because no one wants a good bear scare.
No.
And we'll do that. And I think part of that we'll camp and we'll have time. We can set up a computer. We can set up a camera or how we can even use a camera and a microphone or however we want to do it. We'll make it happen.
Yeah, they'll be easy. Won't
And I'm
be,
excited.
but no, I'm excited for it. It's that's a month away.
Just over a month away. I mean,
Yeah,
less than a month away.
yeah, it's less than a month because
-9.
I'll be
Subtract 9.
out that way like the
Sure.
fifth or sixth. I haven't narrowed.
Works.
Trying to get out the fifth.
Cool. Works for me. But yeah, I think we do an episode for our listeners. I mean, I look at it because some of the places we've been, I mean, these places are so beautiful. And when you're at a place such as Glacier National Park, you're sitting there at the base of Cracker Lake, jumping into the water.
I know. I'm excited to go jump in some water.
Like part of that to me is it's the experience. And when you're there live, live for us because we're experiencing it alive. We've had that discussion before. Um, I think it'll be worth it. I think people will like it. They can hear it from our eyes, and maybe they want to do the hike after we do it. So I'm excited.
Yeah, I mean, maybe if they don't do the hike, but I would love it if, we did it. We go and do this episode in Glacier, and afterwards we end up getting all this. We get people saying like, "Hey, man, you made Glacier look fun. It was beautiful, and you guys made it look like anybody can do it." So, and you've inspired us to go.
Good. I hope we do that. Part of that for me too, like you said, is all ages. Like that's the thing is when we experience parks, I think we try and get a holistic experience of the park. If we were to come back when we're 90, what would we want to do? If we were to come back next year, oh, we want to do the Angels Landing hike, or we want to do this hike. We already did that hike.
Yep.
There's certain ones I think that, and it's fun to document them. It's fun to talk about them. Like I'm so glad we did the Delicate Arch hike in Arches National Park.
Yeah.
Definitely a hike I want to do again.
For sure.
Beautiful. And if you're not sure
amazing.
what hike that is, just look at the Utah license plate.
Yeah.
Arch on it. That's the Delicate Arch in Arches National Park.
Yeah, it's the rock formation that looks like you could throw a rope and have a big old tire swing on it.
I wonder if someone's tried that.
Oh man, it'd be too tall. Because
back in the day, though,
it's huge. And then one side of it just falls. It's a cliff.
Yeah, it's true.
So
that's really cool. It's like at the arch, you're in this little bowl area. People like we sat down, had our lunch or dinner. I don't even know what we had, but we ate up on top.
Yeah, I think
or maybe other people were eating, and I just assumed it was us.
Yeah, I think we just hung out.
It's cool. Like it's in this like bowl-like area. You can sit, look at the arch, enjoy the arch, watch people go take your picture with the arch, take cool pictures of the arch. And then there's a cliff on the other side of it.
Yeah.
It's just crazy. It's beautiful. Cool.
It's just
But yeah, I definitely like that area. Moab is a cool town.
Yeah, Moab was super cool.
Definitely that's one of those, like, hey, we'll be back in the next few years versus like Cuyahoga National Park in Cleveland, literally in Cleveland, Ohio. Beautiful park, nice park again, right in the middle of the city. Beautiful waterfalls, nice little park, and that's one that everyone of all ages could really experience on a daily basis. Some of these like hikes obviously can't be done. You're doing Logan's Pass hike and Glacier, but there's a cool visitor center. There's things you can learn. There's videos you can watch. We encourage that.
Yeah, 100%. Always get out there. Whether you're in Southern California, super populated area, you're not far from Joshua Tree.
Yeah,
Joshua Tree's a fantastic park.
Great park.
Yeah.
That one's kind of interesting, you said.
Yeah, it was super it's super cool because it's the Joshua Tree, and then it's just everywhere there. And that's what I kind of hear what Saguaro National Park in Arizona is like with the
I want to go to that
cactus. I know, I want to go there too.
I like big cacti.
I heard it's just like tons of them everywhere. I hear it's just like a forest, but it's all cacti.
When I was a kid, I think I went there because I used to live in Albuquerque, New Mexico, and I lived there from when I was 0. I was born there till I was 10. And I want to say I went down there with my parents one time when I was really little, and definitely like I like the big cactuses. There's just something about cactuses that I like, and I enjoy.
Kind of cool.
So if we have any fans, you can send me a cactus. quartzlakeproductions@gmail.com. Go ahead and send us some information. We're interested. We like cacti.
Yeah,
I like them. Well, I gotta find something to take care of. Like I got fish. Fish are great, but this one I've had him for her. I think it's been 5 years, and I finally think she's like a her because the way she builds her pits nests in the ground, like in the rocks. She kind of
Yeah.
like does these like beds, and that's kind of a female activity, especially with this fish species. Especially this time of year, this is when they're laying their eggs and stuff. And obviously she's not, because I don't know. I didn't get her fixed. I don't know how aquarium fish work in that sense.
I don't know either.
But she's pretty cool. Her name was Hercules for the longest time, and I don't know what to name her. Just that big one in the tank right there is a good name. But
Yeah, it's not a bad name. It works.
no, she's cool. But it's been 5 years, and they live for about 5 to 8, and she's gonna move on. And I really don't want to do the fish thing anymore.
No more fish for you, huh?
So a cacti would be nice.
You want a cacti?
Why not?
Should get a bonsai tree.
No, that's too much work.
Oh, okay. Or some bamboo.
One of my favorite.
You can send Zach cacti, but if you're gonna send me anything, there's a bonsai tree or bamboo. Or even better, send me some money for those student loans.
I'm glad you brought that up. But yeah.
Big part of this podcast is to help me pay off my student loans. And this episode of the podcast is brought to you by Quartz Lake Productions. Quartz Lake Productions does a variety of different things about nature, from videos to pictures to this podcast that you're watching, with the hopes and dreams of trying to help Mark eliminate some of that student loan debt. Help me pay off my student loans.
And we'll try. We'll, as we lose subscribers, we'll create fake accounts to download more. No, I'm just kidding.
And if I am able to pay off my student loans with this podcast, we will have a huge podcast party. We'll have a special episode just for that.
We will rent a convention room somewhere in an undisclosed location, and we will send out tickets.
Yeah, there you go.
People could message in. We'll send out tickets to this location and say, or not necessarily tickets, but invitations. Yeah, you can come enjoy. We'll have a nice little dinner. Huh?
Yeah, that's what we'll get, a bus. Right?
That's when we make it big.
We'll invite people to come to the No More Student Debt road trip, or maybe it's just a trip through one of our favorite parks.
I think we start with that and then end it in Vegas for the people.
There you go. And we just go nuts with all of our listeners.
We'll go to the Grand Canyon, enjoy a spectacular place on earth, and then take our listeners to Vegas and do a live show for them, recapping our experiences in the Grand Canyon.
Yeah.
And then that's how we made it. And exactly. We are young.
The moment I don't have any more student loans, we know we've made it.
Right. I passed that, but I wouldn't be from without my parents. And when I moved home to Montana, I finished up school here, so I got a scholarship and some really good in-state tuition. So that helped me, but it still took a while to pay off the debt I had from Oregon State. But I got it, under control.
Good for you, man.
Yeah.
Although I became a California resident so I could get in-state for my graduate degree.
Look at you, selling out.
That's a fantastic scholarship.
Is it?
Well, in-state compared to out-of-state? God.
Yeah.
That's the difference between like one kidney and two kidneys.
Right? Oh, yeah. I used a quote today because I had to pay for that AC, because last time we talked about my AC in my Jeep, and finally got it fixed. Apparently a piece broke off into the air conditioner compressor, and the guy said it grenaded. So I guess I was just like, to me, I picture a grenade blowing up.
Yeah.
Like, okay, it just blew up my AC compressor. And you don't get cold air. But now I have cold air. It is nice. But someone called me and I used the expression, the expression, oh, it costs an arm and a leg. And I said, well, it just costs the arm today. Gotta keep the leg. Well, because when
I
you
use
go
that
to,
kind of joke all the time.
right?
Yeah, people will be like, "Well, how was your graduate school experience?" I'd be like, "Well, at the beginning, I had 2 kidneys, and now I've got one."
Right? Yeah, I think I have illegitimate kids now.
Yeah, yeah,
Right? No, yeah. It's just crazy, especially with auto body shops, going in, right? They quote you a price. Always quote you a price, but you always know going into it, I'm gonna be paying more than that. And well, life happens. You gotta pay for it. I want AC, first world problems. But when you're in my Jeep as much as I am and doing the long distances that I am, AC is needed. So I
yeah.
have to bite the bullet, shoot myself in the foot, give them my leg. I don't know. Figure it out. Well, my leg is sore, man. I played softball today, and my knee. I ate shit. Well, I didn't eat shit. I slid into home, but it's one of those fields that's a bad field, because the dirt isn't like quality because no one takes care of it.
Yeah.
So it's hard. And the baseball instinct in me was like, slide. So I slid, but I slid late, and my knee hit the ground, and it's all swollen, and it hurts now.
I mean, it also doesn't help that that's like the only physical activity you really get for the month.
I take the stairs every day at work. Every day.
Just doing every little bit you can to stay as fit as you can, huh?
I really do, though. I mean, you're familiar with the office. If any you want to see a tour of this office, the G&G Advertising, located out of Billings, Montana, YouTube page has a tour of our office. But there's good steps. It's 4 stories. I run up and down it all the time. Don't take the elevator all day. I if I have a meeting on the second floor, I'll run down the second floor, run back up. So I get my flights in, and I like to go on little hikes here and there, but I don't work out. No, pass.
That's what I do. I work out all the time. I try
You
to
do it for
I try to get a workout in a day. So today I did a bike, only about 8 miles while Zach's
good.
frozen over
You
there.
pick up.
So, but while Zach's trying to not be frozen over there.
Can you hear me?
Yeah, you're back.
We're back with Zach. No, coming at you live from the thunderstorm. Just kidding. And it's passed through. Ooh.
Yeah, I haven't seen any in a while.
Well, I'm glad you got to see him.
Huh?
I'm glad you got to see him.
Oh yeah, I mean, sure enough, that whole window just lit up. It's kind of cool because you can see the tree that's back there. You can see the like branches and stuff.
That's the other thing too, is like, this is a rental, and the tree is like scraping up against the house, and I feel like I gotta trim those limbs, but it's a rental.
Yeah.
So like,
Right.
I don't know. Like, do I not? Do I want to? No.
Until it becomes a problem.
Right?
So
Life happens, right? No, I'm excited. I think we got big things coming for our listeners. We got Matt Buddy, and and if that works out, we could invite other guests on.
yeah, if it works out, I think we should. I think we will. It'll be fun to have different people on.
We could have our negative.
Hopefully people we don't even really know, but we can get to know. Like maybe we can get a park ranger to be on.
Not only that, I honestly think it would be cool to get one like our negative 4th subscriber on. Someone who, if they're interested, we got, email us at quartzlakeproductions.com. Tell us a little bit about yourself. Tell us why we should have you on.
Mm-hmm.
If not, don't give us shitty reasons. Don't say I'm cool. I can hold a conversation with you guys.
Yeah.
Something like, I'm the guy who crossed Antarctica bareback. Oh yeah, we'll have you on.
That would be amazing. But
Right?
if you're out there and maybe you've hiked the Pacific Crest Trail,
That
uh,
would be cool.
yeah, we would love to have you on and tell us about it.
The
You know,
Appalachian Mountain Trail.
yeah,
The,
if you've hiked the Inca Trail in Peru, hit us up.
you know,
If you have a video for it too, or you can like send it our way. We'll get it loaded up, so that way like we can have you talk about different pieces. You know,
right?
yeah, we this podcast is one to hopefully encourage everyone to go out and enjoy nature and stuff, but then it's also just because we're people, we talk about random stuff, our minds wander.
Right, as you can tell.
Yeah.
Haven't lost us yet.
So
We're back. No, I'm just kidding.
I mean, yeah, we had one episode where we just talked about conspiracy theories, so
You know, and we'll probably talk about them again because they're fun.
yeah,
Rabbit holes are fun.
yeah,
And
they are. They're a riot.
do you know what else is a riot?
Huh.
Riot.
Yeah. Well, yeah, that's true. Riots are riots.
Well, you kind of made it, you used it as an adjective, and I wanted to bring it to the noun.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. I don't blame you. So it will be a great fun time.
Yeah, I
If
feel
we
like we're coming up
have
on an
any,
hour here too. Oh,
what?
sorry.
No, I mean,
That's the
I was just saying, I was just gonna say, if we have any future guests on, especially if they're listeners, maybe they've done the Appalachian or PSCT, it'll be a blast. Because I haven't done it, so maybe we have them on, and it gets me motivated to do it. So,
I'll sponsor you. Quartz Lake will sponsor you to do it.
yeah, I'm not against it. Go take some pictures, get some videos.
Oh, I think I have a buddy actually. He works with my cousin, and actually, we talked to my cousin last time. He was in the room present when we were recording, and he's got a guy he works with. He tried biking the Continental Divide
Oh,
trail. There's a trail that along the
yeah.
Continental Divide, and it like his hands were all blistered and stuff, and he only got like, I want to say like a third of it done. I could be wrong, but
So that's
like
pretty
it
good
was
job.
that hard. It was a
Yeah.
hard chunk. It was like the Montana chunk, which the Montana chunk goes diagonal across the state versus like straight down as it does like in like New Mexico and other places. But he like, I think he could have done it himself.
Yeah.
Uh, he was with people, and that's kind of why I think they stopped. It was kind of a group decision because it's hard. It was a struggle, and yeah, I mean, I could ask him one day, hey, do you want to talk about that a little bit? Probably not. He doesn't like me that much. He's a cool
Uh,
dude. He might subscribe. I'll get him to subscribe.
I mean, yeah, you never know. You
He's a
know.
cool dude.
So, I mean, shoot, even if you've done like some random, we get some oddball, like guy makes a 10-foot cookie. I'd have him talk him on about his cookie recipe.
Oh, random, dude. Yeah, if you can do a skateboard trick that I can't, which is
Yeah.
all skateboard tricks, we'll have you on.
Yeah. If you have some weird world record, like, yeah, we'll have you on.
If you're Josh, we'll have you on.
Yeah. So,
If you don't know who Josh is, he's my younger brother who he talks like this, and he just doesn't talk a lot, but yeah.
yeah, that would be mostly awkward silence videos.
It would be interesting because I mean the kid is amazing when it comes to like Call of Duty. He's been playing Call of Duty since they came out. We had a PlayStation 1, Medal of Honor, played those, PlayStation 2, Medal of Honor, Call of Duty 2. Boom, boom, boom. Here we are, whatever Call of Duty Ops, Black, this, shoot 'em up, game, Russia, China, whatever. He's got it, the newest one. And he's good. He levels up so quick. Like, I don't know how to show that. He's good at that. Maybe we talk to him about that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, esports are big.
I don't know what that means.
esports, electronic sports.
Yeah.
It's like those League of Legends.
Yeah, no, I know what they are.
You
I was
can't do
just
that, man. I'm a literal guy.
I'm not, I played Madden, I got ranked in the top 3,000, and then just like I was playing it so much that I like boarded myself out because I was going that hard.
Yeah, that's a lot. I
I
know.
was
I used to play some video games. Now I don't. I had
yeah,
an Xbox 360 for the longest time. It just recently kaputted out on me. I play some
really
FIFA every now and then, and it just like a couple weeks ago, finally said, uh, "Your time is up." We've had a long, long run, but the time is up.
Oh, speaking of consoles, have you seen the new Xbox, the new PlayStation 5, what they look like coming out?
Yeah, have you seen the joke where it's like, all right,
Wally.
do you want to purchase the mini fridge or the Wi-Fi router?
The I saw the Wally, the Disney movie Wally, the
Oh,
robot.
yeah, that one's a good one too.
Like he's the box and she's the like because it is kind of that.
Yeah,
It fit, but it'll be interesting to see those and see how gaming changes. But it,
yeah,
it's gaming.
dude,
They're
it's gonna be a
figuring out.
college sport here soon.
No way.
Yeah,
You're gonna have to attend athletic training events for that. Oh, my
they
thumb
they
cramping
would.
up.
Yeah, no, for
I
real.
mean, you probably would, yeah.
People like me would have to show up and like work them.
Fucking massaging thumbs the whole day.
Yeah, just sit there and just start doing manicures.
Right? No, I could see it getting heated and some of those guys throwing controllers and stuff and hurting themselves. I don't know.
I doubt it, but
It was me,
as
man.
from a school's point of view, I don't know why you wouldn't have it. It's fairly cheap to get going. You just need a computer lab, which
Well, and
some
I
of these
think
schools already do.
what Fortnite has taught us is it's a profitable. Kids will watch kids on YouTube play
Yeah,
Fortnite. I have a 9-year-old brother. That's all he does all day long is look and watch Fortnite videos of his friends or these people, YouTubers doing that. And I think like if colleges the NCAA capitalized on that,
yeah,
but not only that, but you're going to probably get some of the best coders out of that. And when it really comes down to that, the U.S. military, U.S. government is always looking for good coders because that to me is where the next frontier of like war and battle, it's going to be about hacking things like, oh man, we made Russia have a blackout, or oh, this, these people attacked us, so we froze their Wi-Fi across the whole country. They have no connections. I don't know.
yeah. No,
It's
I mean this is shoot, it's possible.
who knows.
That person's out there, and they're probably playing. I don't know what's the popular game right now. Call of Duty. I think that's the biggest one right now.
Fortnite, Call of Duty,
Yeah,
Roblox, those little kid games.
yeah.
But
Then
let's
there's
be real,
League of
those little
Legends.
kids
So
are amazing when it comes. Like you can get like 5-year-old, 6-year-old, 7-year-old, 8-year-old, 9-year-old kids that are just like,
yeah,
you're like, how did you do that?
yeah, man.
Yeah, life though.
Yeah, they're crazy. They got all that time. I just don't have time to play. That's why I don't.
If we just stopped working, we'd have
Yeah,
fun.
yeah. If I didn't have a job,
That's another reason we need you guys to tell your friends about us is we could talk to you about this. We could go do more in-field research, whatever. If we could go to Wyoming. Heck, we can go out my backyard, go find an antelope and try and race it. We would do that for you guys. We would lose, but we would do it for you guys if you could help us get to a point where we could go do these things for you to tell you, why would I race an antelope?
yeah. You know, if that's what our viewers wanted, I would consider it. I'm not gonna
We're
be
not
out
for
there
every
doing everything, but if if we wanted to go and have like I don't know, live commentate some nature.
like it won't be as good as Snoop Dogg because no one's as good as Snoop Dogg.
Yeah,
Holla at your boy.
yeah. Shoot,
But
maybe we when they do like Yellowstone live, maybe we'll do commentary. We'll put it on mute or something, and we'll do all the commentary for it.
Though, I
And
agree. I love.
we'll have that be one of our shows. Although we wouldn't be able to show the actual Yellowstone live because that's obvious copyright. But if we could make this, and then if you wanted to watch the episode, you could just have our audio with it.
No, we would just put it on mute and have it in the background.
Well, we can't have it up like actual visual.
If anyone can get a hold of National Geographic, we would love to partner with you with your Yellowstone Live series because, we love it. And I love it. I cry at the end. There's 2 seasons. I've cried at the end of both seasons when they were over. Those are like glorious days. Like watching it live, hanging out, you're at home, watching these guys talk. It was so cool. I watched every single episode. Made sure I was home by those days. Beautiful work.
It's got to be coming up. Are they doing it again?
I don't know
I
because
don't know with COVID, probably not.
last year they did it in the spring, and the year before that they did it in the fall. So they changed it up, or maybe I have it vice versa, but kind of that same thing where like they did it differently. I think a winter edition would be amazing. If you guys haven't seen it, and I know it's on the Nat Geo channel or their app or whatever you have to pay for.
Probably on Disney Plus because they're on Nat Geo's owned by Disney.
Well, watch it. It is cool. It is right in my backyard. As I say, it's an hour and a half away. I can get to Yellowstone Park, and I do it when I can. I did it just not too long ago, and I'm gonna keep doing it as much as I can. Yellowstone is a beautiful place. It's what's so cool about it is the wildlife and the hot pots, but we'll get into that. I feel like we're coming up on our hour of time with you guys and going down these rabbit holes, and we can go and go and go. And I think it's time to say goodbye.
Yeah, for this one, it is getting to that point where it is. But I mean, we got big things coming up. Next episode, we're gonna have our good friend Matt Buddy on. We're going to talk about our upcoming adventure to Glacier, and then on to Yellowstone after, mostly West Yellowstone, but we will be going into the park there. But those are all the exciting things that Quartz Lake is going to be bringing out. But with that being said, do you got any final words, my man?
Like I said earlier, go out into nature. Do it. Make that time. You have that time. It's figuring it out how to use that time. There's a lot of great resources out there. Find your park. I love that the national parks have that. Find your park, because there's a park out there for everyone.
It's true. You can go and find your park. Everyone's got one that they love. As for me, everybody, keep staying beautiful. You're amazing. I love you all. Get out, enjoy some nature. As for me, how I'm doing that, I'm doing this new thing called earthing or grounding. So you literally just go and stand outside. It's supposed to be really good for you. Hell, I love it. I'm getting more in touch with the world. So I encourage you all to look it up first if you don't know what it is. There's documentaries on YouTube, totally worth the watch. But other than that, keep staying beautiful, you wonderful people. But peace.